championship by quite some distance at the moment. Any idea as to why that's happening? Because it seems to be quite close between you all in every race. It's just that he has this enormous lead.
Mr. Consistent. He seems to, every time we get into a race situation, seems to be able to get out clean in the front, put the first 4 or 5 laps together, clear off, and then playing catch up everyone else, and seems getting each other's way a bit, I think. So, I mean, fair play to him. He's probably most consistent rider, best, smoothest rider out there, and yeah, I don't think we're going to catch him really in the championship, but yeah, we'll try.
Josh Leaning, I'll ask you the same question as I've asked your brother as well. Number one target, it's got to be him when you go out on the grid?
No, definitely not. It's just to win the race.
Joe Barton is obviously leading the championship by a country mile at the moment. We've asked most of the riders so far, what is his secret? And what are in your opinion? You've raced with him, you've beaten him, you've followed him. What do you think about Joe?
Well, I think, to be honest, he gets to the lead and then he crosses the line first. That's why he's winning all these races, to be honest with you. I just can't see any other way he's doing it. I mean, if you cross the line first, you've won the race. That's what you've got to do, isn't it?
It's usually a good concept to have. Is that something that you're looking to do more of in the latter stages of the season?
No, I like mincing around in 6th place, to be honest. I mean, it's my sort of place. I don't want to be any higher. It's just, I'm happy with that.
We've got 2 guys here who regularly run in the Thundersport 500 Championship at the sharp end, I might add. And I didn't realise until the start of this weekend that you two are practically neighbours, aren't you, Pete?
Unfortunately, so we are, yes. Yeah. Just a few minutes on the road, aren't you, Sammy?
Yeah. Much to the dismay of your missus, I think, sometimes, but yeah.
I can't get rid of him.
Championship has been absolutely fantastic to watch from the side of pit wall, from the commentary box. It must have been good fun to be involved in as well. Your reaction to your result at Cadwell Park was absolutely epic to watch.
Yeah.
That just shows how much it means to you to win those close races.
It does, yeah. I mean, I went there thinking that I'll win all 4 and blooming qualified pole, and then it didn't go quite according to plan. So a second was for me as good as a win, and it's so close. You know what I mean, 2nd or 5th. You know what I mean, it can be one corner can decide it all. So I was happy to finish there and come away with a few points, and yeah, it was a good meeting.
Sam, we saw at the end of last year you started to nip at the heels of those race wins, and certainly at Cadwell Park it was looking better for you as well. So perhaps you're going to try and get on the tail of your buddy here again this weekend.
Well, the plan is to beat him twice this weekend. So again, and it's a championship where it's so close. It's when you look at the times today, you've got 10 people from second back to 12th, and it's covered by second. It's going to be chaos tomorrow, but yeah, looking forward to it. So hopefully, we can beat Pete, and yeah, he'll be buying the drinks down the pub if I do. So.
In the championship in general, with halfway to go, Joe Barton really in charge of things. I've asked a couple of your other competitors, what is it about him that has made him this far up? Because if you were to look at it on screen, you can't quite work out how he's got this massive lead.
I think he's consistent. He's a very consistent rider. He doesn't vary in his times very much. You know what I mean? Like, we're there or thereabouts maybe for a lap. He can do 8 laps at the same sort of pace, and he's got the racecraft. I think at Cadwell showed that he's a bit more switched on than everyone else racecraft wise, and that got him a couple of wins where he might have got a fifth or a sixth. So yeah, racecraft and consistency, and obviously racing 600 would have helped him a little bit last year, but yeah, there's a lot to learn, and I don't think he'll have it his own way for the rest of the season, so it should be good fun.
And Sam, you've found one way of dealing with him, just try and cut a corner maybe at Cadwell.
Oh, yeah. That was a bit of a 50-50 one, to be fair. I mean, I made it obvious where I was, but hey, it's racing. It's when you've got people that you're so close. I mean, you only have to look at Jack Tynan when he got him and I think was it Will or Josh had a bit of a coming together. It's you're elbow to elbow. I mean, you look at any other classes in the UK at club race and even possibly BSB, you're not going to get anything as close as what the 500s are, and it's brilliant. I mean, you come away for 600 quid a weekend max, and it's good fun. Everyone's a good laugh, and you meet some strange characters. I'm still next to one, obviously, but yeah, no, it's spot on. So yeah, I think he won't have it all his own way for the rest of the year, but I don't think he's clever enough. I mean, you only have to look at his racecraft. He overtakes everyone onto the brakes. He just keeps it nice and easy. He doesn't do any crazy moves. It's experience at the end of the day. I mean, I haven't raced anything else. I'm sure you've raced CBs. It's just down to experience. So
yeah, second that really. But yeah, like I say, rest of the season we should be there or thereabouts.
Richard, you've been a part of the Thundersport 500 Championship for a few years now. I don't think it's ever been as exciting as it is this year. The racing has been absolutely fantastic, certainly from my perspective commentating on it. I don't know what it must be like to ride in. It looks like there's an awful lot of respect out there, though, between you, despite the fact that there's, you know, elbow to elbow, bashing fairings. There seems to be a lot of respect. Is that generally the feeling that you get out on circuit with them?
Oh, definitely. It's when you say elbow to elbow, you can see some of the footage from some of the previous rounds, especially places like Cadwell, and we're coming together with one another. It's not intense. You're just trying to get that inch of tarmac that the guy next to you is. But yeah, you can ride closer, you can collide with each other, but you never see anyone effing and riding, waving their arms or anything like that. It's just, yeah, you've got respect. You know that you're both, well, everyone is trying to push, and it's never just one or two of us. There's usually a pack, 6, 7 of us, and yeah, it makes for some exciting. Maybe exciting to watch, but yeah, it's nail biting when you're on the bike. It's awesome.
Also looks like you make one mistake, you can fall from second down to 5th or 6th.
Yeah, it's not the case that you can outbrake one corner and you think, oh no, I can get on the power, I can start to get back. These guys, 6 of them will come past you quite easily. You go down the back straight and you think, yeah, I'm going to get second here, I'm going to get first maybe, and then just as you get to the braking point, there's 6 guys that just come past you. It is just like a train. It's, I don't know, it's like Moto3 kind of that kind of. We haven't got the speed, but yeah, we're certainly all up with each other, and no one's afraid to give it a go and try and outbrake one another, which makes it good, really.
Given the fact that it's the halfway point of the season, there seems to be one man that's in charge of this championship at the moment, Joe Barton, obviously number 106. He's been involved in just as many battles as you guys. How has he got this massive lead, and what do you do to stop him?
How has he done it? He's got that knack, which is an annoying knack. He looks sometimes like we've managed to get past him. There were 6, 7 of us that know we can be on the pace, and then out of nowhere, it's like he sits back and watches us and learns what we're doing, and yeah, he'll get to a couple of corners, and he's not afraid to outbrake us. He's not afraid to get underneath you, and it's not like he's argy-bargy. He makes it look easy, which is the annoying thing. But what can we do? I don't know, everyone's learning it, and you look at the pace over the previous years, and everyone's annihilating that record, and the pace that we're setting is so much quicker. I think we're all getting there, and it's just, yeah, Joe's had his head down, but everyone's getting that bit more determined, and because he is doing so well, yeah, we're going to start biting at his heels even more and more. Yeah, he's not going to be the only one. There'll be some wins for us, hopefully.